to record right now. Hello, this is Megan Gunsorek with the Morphic Field. Today is day 8 of 28, and welcome everyone. So if you're with us live or watching the replay, please be in a quiet space. Have your tabletop, Post-its, little pieces of paper are great, and also a pen. So you're going to be mirroring the Support Constellation. And I'm gonna flip my camera so that you can actually see my tabletop right now. All right, so we're going to get started. All right, so let's take your Post-it. We're gonna get in focus here. And you're gonna write me. So we're gonna write M-E. And then you're going to draw this arrow on the top. That's the direction pointed out. That's the direction in which you're facing in the field. And you're going to place yourself in front here. And we're going to place your hand on the piece of paper with me written on it. And let's drop in. So beginning to notice your consciousness, your awareness, your body. What is the experience of being in your body? Noticing what your attention is on. And let's focus in our head right now. Let's allow the awareness to be in our head. And then let's spread that awareness. So let's spread that awareness throughout our body, all the way down to our arms, all the way down to our feet, and coming back up with that center of our awareness now around our heart, opening up our heart. And let's rest our shoulders back. Take a breath, feeling the life, feeling being present in this moment, breathing this air, this life. And then also becoming aware again of our consciousness, our awareness in this present moment. And let's now take a step outside of ourselves. So awareness of being within our body, our consciousness. And let's now become aware of our environment. What is around us? How we're relating to our environment. How is that experience for you? And as we notice this, let's place in the next part. We're going to bring in the awakening. We're going to write on a Post-it, the awakening, with that arrow pointed out on top. So this is what we are experiencing right now, the shift. And let's look at it. So we're just going to place it in front of us, wherever that feels comfortable to you. And let's connect with this awakening. So placing your hand just on the awakening right now, let's feel the energy and information of the awakening. So asking the field to reveal this energy and information to us. Noticing how that feels. How does this energy spread? Noticing how that is for you. What is the impact? What is the wisdom of the awakening? Perhaps you're getting sensing time with it. Is there a concept of time with it? Of purpose? And then let's place your hand back on me, noticing again how you are relating to the awakening. How has that shifted the past week? How has that shifted over time with your relationship to the awakening? Notice, perhaps you've been in different spaces in relation to the awakening. Is there an evolution there, a growth? Acknowledging that. So let's now place one hand on the awakening and one hand on me. Let's feel the connection, and perhaps there is a movement to go closer to the awakening. Go ahead and take that movement, whatever that is for you. And feel into, is there a receiving from the awakening right now? Perhaps an energy exchange, a transfer, a healing. Here, if there's a message from the awakening to you, you can ask it. What is it you want me to know? And perhaps it is that energy exchange as well. Okay. We can keep receiving that as this constellation unfolds. Let's place the awakening up here. We're going to bring in the next part. So as part of this, as part of the awakening, we're entering a new vibrational range. So we're actually going to bring that in. So we're going to call it the new vibrational range. So as we're releasing the lower vibrational energies, which is why a lot of this stuff is coming up right now, we're entering a new vibrational range. So let's place this in front of us. Let's take a look at it first here. Placing your hand on the piece of paper with the new vibrational range. Let's feel what this feels like. So noticing if this appears as a visual element for you. Is it a feeling? Perhaps you're actually seeing literally a different range. Noticing how that feels. What's the feeling of this range? And you could also perhaps compare it to what it was before. Perhaps that comparison's there for you when you feel into this. And then let's place our hand just on me. So let's see, just in your shoes, how this new vibrational range occurs to you. Do you welcome it? Do you recognize it? How does it feel in your shoes to look at this vibrational range? This new vibrational range? Perhaps there's some information that you're noticing about yourself when you relate to this new vibrational range. Just noticing that right now. And then let's place our hand, one on me and one on the new vibrational range, and let's feel this connection to it. Again, perhaps there is a movement towards the new vibrational range. Go ahead and do that, or connection, wanting to actually connect closer to it, with it. If there is an energy exchange, please receive that. Let's hear if there's any messages from the new vibrational range to you or vice versa. Please give those messages. As we stay connected to this new vibrational range in this constellation and hereafter, let's place the new vibrational range. We'll actually place it next to the awakening and feel how that feels for you. And before we bring in the next part, let's actually feel into both of these together. So let's place one hand on the awakening and one hand on the new vibrational range, and let's see how they relate to one another. I'm actually feeling that they're wanting to do this side by side. If that's there for you, please make that movement. How do they work together? Are they in partnership in a sense? I'm also noticing there's a movement for both these parts to look at each other. If that's there for you, you can do that as well. So what is that relationship here? Is it a synergistic relationship? Just noticing what it's there for you. And then I'm gonna go ahead and have them look at us again. And they can continue to exchange whatever they were exchanging there. All right, let's add this next part. So we're actually going to add, in the context of the new vibrational range, right now we're releasing a lot. So releasing the lower energies of the vibrational range. And so what we're going to put in is what we can release now is what we're going to call it. So what we can release now. And we're going to place this in. We're just going to look at it for right now. So let's just look at what we can release now, placing our hand just on it. We're just going to look at it. So noticing again what you're noticing for you. You may be seeing images. This could be some images from your lifetime, or could be cultural past limitations, lower energies. So just noticing how that shows up for you. Noticing standing in its shoes. Perhaps it is of the collective. And noticing that there may be a movement that you're noticing already for it. Perhaps it knows it's its time. We're going to help in just a moment release that. So just noticing if there's a movement. So let's place your hand back on me and let's look at what we can release now. And perhaps again, that feels collective, on the collective consciousness, collectively, and or it could perhaps be personal. So what you can release in your lifetime, from your lifetime, perhaps some ancestral passed down or past lifetime it could be as well. So just noticing what shows up for you, what is getting ready to be released in the context of the awakening and entering this new vibrational range. You can also place one hand on what we can release now and one hand on me and see how that connects to you, relates to you on a deeper level here. Okay, we're going to bring the next step in. So we're actually going to bring in source. So we're going to write source on a Post-it, and then we're going to draw that arrow pointed out at top. And we're going to place source. Let's place source up here. And I have a candle, and this is my source candle that I use. So let's place your hand on source. You don't need a candle. You can just have the Post-it. So let's place our hand on source and bring that energy in, bring source into the field right now. You can place your other hand on me, and perhaps there is a movement to look directly at source, connect. So let's feel that connection for a few moments. So one hand on source, one hand on me. Feel your connection to source. Keep receiving, feeling that connection. Okay, and let's turn and look back at what we can release now. We're actually going to add some support so that we can get some help releasing that. So one thing that we're going to add right now is we're actually going to call it support. So we'll write support. And so this will be support from the universe, support from the other side. Let's place support beside us here. Placing your hand on support, see what shows up for you. It could be some archangels, it could be some healing angels, your guides, some ancestors standing in their strength could also be supporting you. So I'm seeing several archangels. We can actually call in Archangel Michael, who works with us a lot in the field to remove entanglements, attachments, that which no longer serves us. And again, standing in our shoes right here, let's presence our healthy boundaries as well as we're working here. Asking Archangel Michael to also assist us with having us in our sphere of healthy boundaries. Okay. So let's place our hand on what we can release right now. Asking our support to take that away. And when you're feeling like it's time to be released, and I'm noticing collectively that there's this movement, we're going to recycle what we can release now. And our support's going to help us do that right now. If there's anything that wants to be said from me, go ahead and do that. And I feel like there's some gratitude. I feel like there's an acknowledgement of it is time for you to go. I release you now. So please, standing in your shoes, acknowledge what wants to be acknowledged. Thank you for your service, whatever's there for you. We're in a new time. I release you now. You have served your purpose. All right, so let's go ahead and make that movement. So support is going to go along with what we can release now. So taking what we can release now, we're going to plug it back into source. We're going to recycle this. So you can just place what we can release now and support together. And let's feel into all three of those together. So support, source, and what we can release now. So feeling that being recycled, the energy, perhaps you're sensing beliefs, like belief structures, a rule-based system, belief structures that no longer serve us. The shoulds being recycled, personally and collectively. So I do feel like that movements keep happening, and that'll continue to keep happening. So we're working with the other side on collectively recycling these energies, these beliefs that no longer serve us. So let's place your hand back on me. And we can actually just turn and look at this. See how this work is being done as we are healing here in our human bodies. The other side is also working with us to remove these from our field, from our experience. So see how we're in partnership with the other side. Some of us are being forced to do this work right now through pain. Like we have to give some of these, we have to release some of these up so we can actively do it, or the other side can light a fire under our butt. So let's go ahead and speak those words now. So ask the other side for clear and gentle guidance. Clear and gentle growth. Be clear on how you want your growth experience to be. And see how the other side, and you can place your hand on support, see how they took your request. Was that communication clear? Clear and gentle growth and guidance through the awakening. Make that very clear. All right, so let's just place you forward and we'll check, we'll end this constellation in a few moments. So let's place your hand on me, and then we can place your hand on both the awakening and the new vibrational range. And let's feel into how you feel now that you've released what can be released, noticing how that's shifted for you. Perhaps you're feeling differently or more connected, more in this vibrational range. If there is a movement to go closer to this, please do that. And then the last step we'll take, if there's a movement to feel the new vibrational range, you can actually integrate with this. So taking the new vibrational range, placing this underneath you, and then we can integrate with that, looking towards the awakening. Your body may be having some reaction as far as integrating the new energy, so just rest in it. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can take it out, noticing what's right for you. This is a process. All right, I think we're going to end it here. As always, you can leave these constellations out. As always, you can add resources to your constellations as well. If you want to add some more support, you can actually write the support that you need, that you want, anywhere here. You can literally write support or actually write the specific support that you need, any resources, anything that you need right now in your field. And so you can do that throughout the day, leaving this constellation out for your own pleasure, for your own purposes. All right, guys, we're going to end it here. Is there any, can I have some comments in the chat, or you can unmute yourself? How was that experience for you? We'll do a minute of just chat comments and all.
Hi, this is Terrence.
Hi, Terrence.
I don't know what to say, but I had a few comments real quick, and I'll do that. For the new vibrational range, I thought that was like a layer. It was a higher level of energy than the awakening. It was like on top of the awakening. And then for the new vibrational range, I added "be true to yourself." That was the message I got for my new vibrational range. And the other message I got was from "what we can release now," and that was not following my creativity, the obstacles to that.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. And Tara says at the end, oh, I started to use colored pencils to write on the sticky notes. Interesting to see what colors are selected. And she also says at the end, the stillness was so incredible. My brain couldn't think at all. It's a good pick. Thank you. Anyone else we'll just go for another 30 seconds here. Anyone else want to share? Okay, I think that's good. All right, guys, thank you so much. And again, this will be posted on YouTube. All the videos are up there. Please subscribe. They'll basically alert you when new videos come in. Tonight we do have our Morphic Field Tribe. Again, we record these sessions so that we can spread this work. And so I do encourage you to do that. I also do offer one-on-one sessions. Most of you know that. So if you'd like to have a session with me, I do have a free 15-minute call. If you're interested in connecting with me, and just you can go to my website, themorphicfield.com, and do that. All right, guys, have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Wonderful way to start the day, Megan. Thanks for the positivity.
Thanks,
Have an
Lori.
awesome one. Bye.
All right, bye. Thanks.